Hey everybody, how's it going? I want to wish you a happy new year, and I got a little present for you. Here's a new video coming out. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to roll more videos out more consistently going forward in 2020. I also want to let you guys know that I opened up a Twitter account for the channel. There'll be a link to that in the description below. So, yeah, go check that out if you guys use Twitter, and enjoy the video. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryu. So today we're going to be talking about a calculation that has been done, which basically changes the size of the other world for the Dragon Ball series. Now, everyone pretty much already knew that the other world was as big or bigger than the universe, but this calculation actually gives us a more specific number and also a much larger number than initially was given to the size of Otherworld. Straightforward, the Dezenshu states that heaven is a universe-sized planet. This is also stated in the anime as well when Videl is talking. So we know that heaven is indeed the size of the universe. It makes sense, of course, because heaven has to basically house all the generations of everybody from the universe going on forever. So, I mean, it has to be a huge size, essentially universe size, if it's going to house all the dead from, the universe. So, we look at this and we look at the Dragon Ball map, and it depicts heaven as being above the check-in station. So we know it's above the area where Goku is running around. Now, when Goku travels all the way to King Kai's planet via Snake Way, there are many shots from the sky looking upward and around in different angles, both forward and behind Goku, and never once do we see heaven, which is a universe-sized planet in the sky. So therefore we know that the afterlife itself would be extremely vast if the fact of the matter is you can't even see a universe-sized planet that's up in the sky. Basically, we can quantify this by looking at a specific study that has stated that Earth can be seen with the naked eye from over 14 billion kilometers away. Now, this is a pretty big deal if you compare the size of Earth to 14 billion kilometers. Basically, we can actually divide the distance that the Earth can be seen from by its radius to figure out how many times the radius of the planet the human eye can still see from a distance. So if we say the Earth is 6,300 kilometers in its radius, and we say that it can be seen from 14 billion kilometers away, then we simply divide the 14 billion by the 6,300, and we wind up with over 2,200,000 times the radius of the Earth as the distance that we can see with the naked eye. So we can say the human eye can see that many times the radius of a planet. Now, heaven, being stated as large as the universe, would at least have a radius of over 4.4 times 10 to the 26 meters, even if we lowball the size of the universe to just being the observable universe. So the minimum distance between heaven and Snake Way would be heaven's radius multiplied by the maximum distance we can see with the human eye in proportion to the radius of the object. So if we do the math here, it equates to 4.4 times 10 to the 26 meters as the radius of heaven times 2.2 million for the amount of distance that we can see with the naked eye of the planet. Now that we have this newly found radius, we can apply it to a speed feat that Goku and Pikon performed. Basically, what Goku and Pikon were able to do was they were able to fly from Grand Kai's planet all the way down to Hell in order to fight Frieza and Cell. They did this as an immediate threat was going on, and they were able to do it in a very short amount of time. Otherwise, we know that Goku would have simply used instant transmission if it would have taken too long to get down there. So, because we know that they were able to do that, and the actual time frame that was given on screen was about 30 seconds, that is a reasonable time frame to give to this feat. So here are the results, and they're actually pretty amazing. We go 9.6 times 10 to the 32 meters, which is the radius of Otherworld and the distance that they traveled. We divide that by 30 seconds, which is the estimated time frame for them flying down to Hell from Grand Kai's planet. And this equates to about 3.2 times 10 to the 31 meters per second. Now, if we want to convert this and make it make a bit more sense, then we can take the 3.2 times 10 to the 31 meters per second. We can divide it by the speed of light, which is approximately 300 million meters per second. And this equates to being about 1.075 times 10 to the 23 times the speed of light, or in other words, 107 sextillion times the speed of light. And this applies to base Goku from the Pikon arc, which is essentially Cell Games Goku. But the feat doesn't end there, because Fermi Labs has recently concluded that, according to the satellite images taken of the universe, which try to determine the curvature of the universe, the absolute minimum size that the full universe could be is over 250 times the radius of the current observable universe. So in reality, we can actually multiply our numbers here by 250 times for a low ball of the feat.
So now we're getting somewhere. If the universe is closed, how big is it? Well, if you do a careful analysis using the maximum possible curvature allowed by the best measurements, you find that the universe can be no smaller than 250 times bigger than the visible universe. So that's your answer. I mean, we've always kind of thought that the universe is big, but now we can hang a number on that. The visible universe, meaning the part of the universe that we can see using our instruments, is a sphere centered on the Earth and, taking into account the effects of expansion, with a diameter of 92 billion light years. However, the entire universe, including the parts that we can't see, is at least 250 times wider than that. And the universe could indeed be infinite in size.
And this equates to 2.417 times 10 to the 35 meters for the radius of the afterlife, and over 26 septillion times the speed of light as the speed for their feet. And this is a low ball. Anyhow, thank you guys for listening. Comment down in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. I think this is pretty epic, pretty crazy speed feat here. And yeah, honestly, it being a low ball, it could be much higher. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button to keep notified. I always appreciate it when you guys do.